What is up, guys? It is Turbo here and welcome to this episode of the FIFA 13 Career Mode Series. This is episode 20, wow, I lied, 126, and we have two league matches for you today. The second one against Athletico Madrid, who are currently in the top 6 spot. I think they're just below Real Madrid in the 4th place position, so they're going to be a strong team, and we have them away on top of everything. So we're going to face a return with some of our old Chelsea players, Chelsea teammates I should say, but here we go. We go into our first league match against this team. I'm not really too sure how to pronounce it, and I'm not going to try. But we start off fantastically. Javi Hervas here, cutting inside with a wonderful ball, and unfortunately he couldn't just find the shot or the final ball in the final third. And that was the case for a lot of the first half. You're going to see a lot of domination from Sevilla. We controlled the possession a lot in the opponent's half. We just couldn't make anything happen, and I have to admit I was playing a little bit of a weaker team because I wanted my absolute strong players available for the Athletico Madrid game. Because, as I say, we are still in for a title contender spot. Barcelona, they will have to drop points at some point. So when they do, I want to be right there so that we can pinch the title if we need to. And for that reason, I want to put out the strongest team I can for every game. That doesn't mean the highest rated players. For me, the strongest team means the team that I know can perform and win the game. And I have to take into account the next games that we have and the next games that we have. And this is why I'm playing a weak team this game, because I feel that this team are on paper better than the opposition. But it didn't really stop us not scoring, I must say. And I definitely want my strong players like Jesus Navas, Mayuka. All of them need to be available for my Athletico Madrid match, because of course that's more important to me than this match in the long run. But if we lose this, then that match has no value. So after I've confused you successfully, we're going to go back to the match on hand, and that was a ferocious tackle, but thank God he only got a yellow. You can see we're in the 35th minute and we still haven't scored a goal here, and to be honest, I don't know what was going wrong. In the final third, it was stuff like that, towards the end of their box, we're not having a shot, we're not having a pass, and eventually it just led to a bit of confusion, and we're so lucky here that Diego Alves does brilliantly to come out and meet that ball. And we did not concede. Otherwise, I would have been down a goal, and it would have been a high struggle for me to get back. A hard struggle for me to get back into the game with the team that I had put out. But it was inevitable that we were going to take the lead. We had so much more pressure than them, so much more possession than them, and we were putting them under pressure both at the back and going forwards. In the first half, that was their only chance, and then I will admit it was their clear-cut chance. They should have scored it, but I was very lucky for them to not score it. But we had more chances than them, and it was very, very sure that I was going to win the game. I felt comfortable, and my team played really well. Let's go back to what I was saying about Atletico Madrid. The next game, the Atletico Madrid game, for me is the most important game I have had since the Real Madrid game at Sevilla. It's a huge game, and I am going to take it very seriously. And I said to my players, I said, guys, I'm going to rest a couple of you to make sure that we have a fit team for the Atletico Madrid game. I thought that was a penalty. It wasn't. I wouldn't agree with it. I don't think it was a penalty, but I thought the referee gave it. But it was time now for me to score a goal, and finally, it was. Guess what? It was from a corner. Fazio with a fantastic bullet header. It really was such a good header from the corner in the 64th minute, and for the first time in a long while, I can say that we actually did get something from the corner. I'm very surprised that it took us all the way up to the 64th minute for us to score. But it was a beautiful ball in from Javi Hervas, and then it was like a nice simple nod in from Fazio. And that made it 1-0. They did come back at us. They were trying to get a goal, this team, and they actually did. They managed a nasty little goal from Nana Welbeck there, who surprisingly has gone to Celta Vigo, but whatever. So at this point I was thinking, what, we need a win. I bought on Perotti for Negredo. Negredo hadn't been having the best of games for me, and this is what Perotti rewarded me with. Javi Hervas here picking up the ball and finessing it straight into the top corner. But did you see Perotti's movement? He drew the defenders inwards towards the penalty spot. Look at here. It was not take nothing away from the Javi Hervas finish, but Perotti drew the defenders into him so that Javi Hervas could have a shot, and it was a beautiful little bit of movement. However, the second half really did open the game up a lot more than I was expecting, and we had so many more chances. But Tchaikovsky here going forwards, giving it to Ben Khalifa, and there was only one place this ball is going to go, and that is out wide to Perotti. To Javi Hervas here, who was an absolute beast this game. He was here, there, and everywhere. Every time the team needed him, he was there and ready to perform, to make a pass, to have a shot, whatever. And, this is in the dying moments of the game. You can see that, both teams are going for it. We're trying to get another goal to seal the result. They're trying to defend for their lives, really. because now that it's in the latter stage of the season, every game matters. And you know what? This screen came up for me at the end of the video, at the end of the game even, and I have no idea what it is. Like, there's me. I look sexy, not gonna lie. But we're celebrating. I think we're obviously celebrating Champions League qualification. But I don't know why it wouldn't just tell me that. You know, the commentators didn't say anything. The like on the game screen afterwards, nothing mentioned it. But whatever, you know, we are in the Champions League spots, guys. It is now just a question of whether we finish second or fourth. Wow, Lucas Piazon, Ramirez, Marin, and Fernando Torres all on the bench, all in the Atletico Madrid team. Two of them on the bench. I'm surprised Fernando Torres is on the bench and Marin is on the bench too. But this is the game where I really want my players to be up for it. I said to them at halftime, in the last game, I was like, guys, you know what? I'm just gonna have to rest some of you because the Atletico Madrid game is so much more important than this game. You guys can win it, and the Atletico Madrid game needs higher prioritization. Jesus Christ. But Adrian here, I don't know how he didn't play that ball into Diego Costa, but Botti managed to get back and cut it out. And then we went straight on the attack again. But, you know, obviously Atletico Madrid are at home, so I do expect them to be... Oh, wow. Wow, I don't know how that's a penalty. It was a clear-cut tackle in my eyes. If you go back and rewind it, you will see that he got the ball. Ah, dearie me. Luckily, Turan here manages to step up and miss it for us, hitting the post. And Medel does manage to eventually clear it after Turan nicks off the ball off him again. Medel makes a brilliant tackle to get the ball back. But like I was saying, Atletico Madrid were at home, and actually this highlight shows the course of the game. Really, this is when the game turned for us because Atletico Madrid up to this point in time, up to the penalty, were having all the possession, and then Diego Perotti just thought, you know what, fuck you, Atletico Madrid, and scored in the 31st minute to gain I can't even talk, to gain us the lead. And it was a very, very nice goal from him, a very nice counter-attack actually. Well, it was 3-4 passes straight up the other end of the pitch, and that got us off to a 1-0 lead, and it was a very positive start from us as a team. And you know, from there on I only felt that the game could improve. You know, we weren't playing up to our game in the first half, in the first 30 minutes or so. Up to that point when Atletico Madrid had the penalty, you know, we were very much the second best team. But we do have a chance here on the 44th minute, actually in the 45th minute, just on the stroke of half time really. And I'm thinking, you know what, there's only one man to take this, and that is Rakitic. And wow, straight into the wall. But we do manage to pick up the ball again with Rakitic, and he has a shot just fired wide, unfortunately. We move into the second half, and much was the same as the first story in the first half. You know, Atletico Madrid managed to dominate the early phases of play, but they weren't really getting much into their strikers. They were all going for air balls and everything, and that was, you know, I was just content to sit back and let them do that. And we were lucky to get away with a 1-0 lead. I'm gonna tell you now. But look at this. We are 2 points behind Barcelona, and we are now in the title race well and truly. Come on! If Barcelona draw another game, all I need to do is get a higher goal difference than Barcelona, which is impossible. You know, I'm not going to lie, we're like, what, 15 goals behind? But it can be done, my friends. It can be done. So let's go, guys. I want to thank you for watching this video. Just a quick note, if you haven't noticed, my voice sounds so much sexier this episode, and that is because I bought myself a headset finally. I was tired of the background noise. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this episode. As you can see, Spurs, who actually knocked us out of the Europa League, are in the final against Porto, so that's going to be a good match. But if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. And apart from that, I will see you all next time. Bye!